Yo, what up? It's AaroniMoses. I still cannot find my tripod from the pack, from the move. Because you know I just moved into this new crib. But this video is about dramatic people. A rant, give you a little bit of information, and shut it down. Now, first, you know that I'm a chill person, not dramatic. I don't involve myself with drama, gossip, other people's business. I got a lot of shit to do, to handle, to think about. Now, when you're dramatic, the black people and my culture, we call that a lot of times being extra. People who like drama, who start drama, who are dramatic, they are called extra. They have extra time to allow drama into their life. Drama is not caused by positivity. You don't say, "Oh, I heard AaroniMoses just moved into a new house. That's so, it's not caused by positivity. Drama is only caused by negativity. The kind of drama I have in mind, like not theatrical drama, that extra spark, that extra energy, yeah, that can be positive, but we're talking about conflictual drama, that negativity, that extra. Now, a lot of times, people have drama in their lives, or they're dramatic and they're negative and all of that, literally because they don't have anything to do with their life and their time. I sit back and I watch people get into all kind of conflicts and fights and arguments and shit like that, and I'm thinking like, bro, if you had some kind of project going on, or you had some kind of interest, or you weren't just sitting around waiting for something to happen, then this drama wouldn't exist. You don't have a life. You don't have anything to do. So if you find yourself ever being involved in drama, the number one way to escape drama for me, 2 steps. Ignore it and go find something to fucking do. There's nothing dramatic about my life when I'm in the studio, other than the song that I might be making. There's nothing negative about me making videos. There's nothing negative about me making money, however that's done. I'm always busy. I don't have time to involve myself in childish acts such as drama. First of all, I'm not a fucking woman. Second of all, I always have something to do. And little kids usually don't have shit to do. They go to school, they come home, they drink their apple juice and fucking graham crackers, and there's nothing on TV. They don't have a video game system. So what do? They take all their boredom, all their misdirected miseducation and ignorance, and they put it on other people. They give other people the responsibility for handling their boredom and their lack of life and utilizing their vitality or lack of it. When you see, like, one of my favorite shows is Bad Girls Club. When you see these females, all they do is get drunk, sit around the house, and fight. And they literally start drama because they're just drunk, alcoholics, or maybe fucking cokeheads, and they don't have anything to do, so they take that out on somebody else. They do retarded shit. They hide each other's clothes, or they play music, or they wake up in the morning and yell and curse and wake everybody up and talk about how they're other people's parenting skills. Just dumb shit that shouldn't even exist. So this is obviously, if you look at it, if you know psychology a little bit, these are depressed actions. These are symptoms of depression. Being angry, being irrational, feeling like you need to get other people's attention, those are lower vibrational personality traits. You can't really build anything positive that's gonna help anybody else unless they look at themselves and see how ridiculous they look, and it inspires them to maybe get therapy or seek some kind of help. There's really nothing you can build with these personality traits. It's depressed. You're literally taking your energy, you're pressing it into a ball, and you're pressing that ball down, lower. So if you're doing that, that's a big sign that you're depressed. Just because you're not all sad and mopey, and you can't sleep, and you're always sick and dramatic, because drama makes people sick, honestly. I feel that is a big impact on people's health. Being negative, not knowing how they're gonna pay the bills, starting all kind of unnecessary extra stuff, additional, when you could be creating something great with your time, but you're instead getting yourself involved with other people's lives, other people's business. A lot of people who are dramatic and start a lot of drama, they've been doing the same thing for years and years and years and years and years. I mean, I'm not saying everybody likes a little bit of drama. That's natural. That's genetic. It's entertaining, especially when you see some dramatic as miseducated, uneducated, bored person doing some dumb shit. I mean, another one of my favorite shows that's dramatic is Keeping Up with the Kardashians. A lot of people think they're dumb. They portray themselves to be stupid, and people literally watch them act stupid while they're bored. That's dramatic. It's funny, and watching people be dumb and bored at the same time, that's pretty goddamn funny sometimes. Okay, I got my notes. Next, besides a dramatic person having no life, they usually have poor communication skills, and that's where the drama comes from. Now, a lot of people, they do have things going on. They do have lives and bills they have to pay, but when conflict arises, they don't know how to communicate. And all conflict comes from either miseducation or misunderstanding. So when you say something stupid to me, or if I say something totally rational, totally logical, and totally educated, and your mind, your dramatic, miseducated, sick mind can't comprehend what I'm saying, or you don't have the actual definition of the phrases, terms, and words that I'm using, and you jumble it up, and you think too hard, and you break your little brain cells trying to figure out what I'm saying, or you think you know some shit but you don't, that's having poor communication skills, and a lot of people's miseducation starts drama. Honestly. So, interpretation is a part of interpretation is a part of communication. So if I say something like, I'll give you an example. If I say something like, you're taking food out of my baby's mouth by asking me for something that I used to feed my child with, and you get offended because in your miseducated mind you feel like, hey, your baby doesn't even eat food, he eats formula. That is a part of somebody being ignorant, because they haven't obviously broken down the whole equation that goes into that situation. I'll break it down for you. Formula is food for babies. And if somebody buys formula, which is baby food, on their food stamps, and you're requesting a piece of that food stamps, then that means that my baby has less food to eat. That might not be a problem for everyone. that might only be problems with people who don't care about children, who make their environment unsafe for children, who have mentally ill people living with their children who could snap at any point, or mice who carry disease, or roaches, or fly, or anything like that. That might be an issue for one person, but it might not be an issue for the other person. So the dramatic person, they can only see ignorance and drama. And a lot of the times these people are greedy and they like to take up everybody else's mind space and fuck other people's moods up. But in essence, dramatic people are really vampires. And the only way that you deal with a vampire is you put light on it. You show it some daylight. Vampires don't like the light. They don't like to be enlightened a lot of the times. They just like to stay in the dark, sleep in caskets, be stagnant, do the same shit they've been doing for the last 100 years, and suck other people's vitality out, make them into vampires, help them have a shitty day like they usually do, and try to curse them with their death, with their deadness. Anyway, next, that's it. I mean, other than how do you deal with a dramatic person? First, most important, ignore it. Ignore the dramatics. Ignore the extra. Find something to do. Pity them. Laugh at them. Realize that if they really had a life, if they really had some real shit to do, maybe a project, maybe they take up painting, maybe, whatever it is, besides being in your fucking face all the time, talking about some shit they don't know about, saying things that don't make sense. I mean, be higher vibrational. Just like I told you, when I stopped eating meat, and I'm not saying all meat is lower vibrational, but when I stopped eating meat, I stopped drinking, I smoked less, so my body knew, hey, this shit is good. This is only sunlight, and you're only feeding me sunlight and water. Beer, ew. Fuck that shit. That shit's gonna make me sick. It's gonna dirty up my body. It's gonna dirty up your body. So I didn't even crave alcohol anymore after I start treating it better. So when you start treating yourself better, when you engage in higher vibrational activities, or I'm not saying you have to fucking read Angels and Demons and read 1,000-page books a week. I'm just saying anything but involving yourself in drama. Painting, coloring, getting an adult coloring book and coloring, going for walks, anything besides being around dramatic ass people. Anything that's gonna keep you from the lower. You know what I mean? You don't have to be Buddha. You don't have to be the Dalai Lama. Just do something. You have a life. Having a life, realizing that dramatic people are just really people who don't know how to communicate, who act like children a lot of the times, and I don't play with other people's kids. I only play with my son. That's it. So as far as when you want to act like a child, I put you in timeout. I don't play with other people. I'm gonna go find your parent. Whose child is this? I don't know. You're lost at Walmart. I'm sorry. I'm shopping right now. That's literally how I treat life. Dramatic people? Whose child is this? I'm gonna call customer service for you. I'm gonna take you to customer service. I'm shopping right now. I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna go to checkout, put my shit in my car, come home, feed my son. That's literally how I treat dramatic people. I laugh at them. I might give them a piece of candy if they're crying, shit like that. Like, look, I can't play with you. I'm never gonna play with you because you're not my son, or my daughter. If you grow up one day and we run into each other, we might be able to talk about politics or current events or some shit, but I don't play with other people's children. So, learning to communicate, knowing that a lot of dramatic people are just gonna focus on that drama. I give people two to three chances. If I say something one way and you don't get it, okay. If I say it a different way and you don't get it, maybe not one more time. This time, all right, change the subject, change the person I'm talking to. Fuck it, not involved anymore. Like if you've ever argued with me, depending on if I keep saying something to you and you just don't understand, I'm done with it. You know, realizing that this is lower vibrational and it's only gonna bring you down. You know, it's only gonna make you a worse person to be involved in dramatics and negativity and dumb shit and bullshit. um, feeling pity for that person, not knowing they don't know. A lot of these dramatic people don't know that they're acting like children. They don't know that real adults with real lives that really affect the world in a positive way don't act like this. Do you think lawyers, doctors, and firemen are dramatic? No, nigga, they're saving lives. They don't have time to gossip. They don't have time to tell you about who went to fucking jail and dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You think doctors and fucking psychologists are dramatic running around with, like, bro, that's not what real people who impact the world really act like. Okay? So don't let people trick you and make you think that being a fucking dramatic ass vampire, energy vampire, is what is what real people do in real life. No. Alright? So feeling bad for them, realizing that they're children, realizing that this is lower vibrational. This is gonna make me negative and depressed with them. So fuck that. I'm gonna go buy my adult coloring book at Dollar Tree, color that motherfucker, meditate, ride my bike, go to the park, prepare my vegetarian meals for the week, and put them in containers and shit like that and mark them in my refrigerator. Something. For real, anything. Anything is better than involving yourself in other people's mental illness and their depression. So that's it. I touched on everything. Stay busy. Hit me up on Twitter. Socialize with me. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. I put all of that in the description. Definitely DM me. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you want more from these videos. And we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. Alright? We the bang. We out. It's AaroniMoses. Stay the fuck away from that drama. And drama, stay the fuck away from me. Peace.